scared of nothing, I'm going all in. It's my time, I know that it's my calling. Coming at 'em, they ain't even see it coming. Survival of the fittest, be the hunter or the hunted. If you the one, show 'em you the one. Champions never back down and they never run. Never run. Coming at 'em, they ain't even see it coming. Survival of the fittest, be the hunter or the hunted. If you the one, show 'em you the one. Champions never back down and they never run. Where your squad at? Time to airdrop. Going all out and we don't stop. So where your squad at? Time to airdrop. Going all out and we don't stop. Don't stop. Hit up in the game, I ain't running from nothing. Got 'em jumping, they ain't see it coming. Bang. 0 to 100 miles an hour. You my chicken dinner, watch how quick you get devoured. This is my domain, this is way more than a game. Check the stats, I'm the best, better stay up in your lane. Yes, I got the passion, got no time for distraction. Let's get into it, cause I'm ready for that action. Might have had the title, homie, that was in the past tense. After I attack 'em, I got 'em running backwards. Hey, fall back, I make 'em fall back. If I ain't the greatest, then what you call that? Number one, the champ, yes I am all that. Legacy in the making, that's where my heart's at. My opponents, I make 'em vanish. You just collateral damage, don't really think you can manage. Put heat on them like they branded. Studied your every weakness and I'm about to take advantage. I'ma hit 'em right where they standing, let's go. Coming at 'em, they ain't even see it coming. Survival of the fittest, be the hunter or the hunted. If you the one, show 'em you the one. Champions never back down and they never won. Coming at 'em, they ain't even see it coming. Survival of the fittest, be the hunter or the hunted. If you the one, show 'em you the one. Champions never back down and they never won. Hey, I said the hunt is on. Time to make it happen, time to get in the zone. Yeah, I said the hunt is on. Time to make it happen, time to get in the zone. Time to get in the zone.
Every second that I breathe is going down in history. We are victorious, can't stop me. Maybe today we'll fight our battles. I'll show you the way if you can handle it. You follow me. Circumstance, no, I won't back down, no matter how they show up to lose.
Yo, I'm back with my squad, fight for my squad, chasing that hot goalie, trying to make a story, never been the one to own it, now's the chance to show it, PUBG Mobile, striving to be a mogul, get your hopes up, number uno, not so far from you, so move on. When you thought it was over, better keep goals on different types of mode. Keep your focus, feet below. You're always an enemy, so keep yourself cautious. Never see me strike like that. Y'all never ever been hit like that. I'm built like that, Hakeem like that. I'll never ever lose, I've been like that.
I was born to be at the pinnacle. I can't go back down, gotta win it all. Let everybody know I'm invincible. Not afraid, baby. We're for you. No matter what, I won't back down. I'm not afraid. I'm here and I ain't going All our brothers in arms feel the fire. We're conquerors, never back down. The battle tells our story of survival, a challenge will never be over. This is the race, it's not the end. Can't see what's written tomorrow. Some call it fate, but one thing I know, this time I will be in control. I'm caught in the fray, but we'll survive the battle, one for glory. All our brothers in arms feel the fire. We're conquerors, never back down. The battle tells our story of survival, a challenge will never be over. This is the race, it's not the end game. You've got to believe you can win. The world, it won't give you the time. It's now or never. We pick our arms for the battle. It's time to hunt, and one thing I know, this is the moment to rise. Oh, I'm caught in the fray. One more time, let's go. The battle, one for glory. All our brothers in arms feel the fire. We're conquerors, never back down. The battle
racing experience. Wow, racing maps await you. The new racing template is online. Create your racetrack gameplay. Navigate the forest racetrack. Unleash your racing passion. Surpass your opponents. Become the king of speed. Unlimited speed. Ignite your passion for speed. Play WoW now.
Welcome to the 2025 PUBG Mobile Global Championship, coming to you live from Bangkok, Thailand. I'm your stage host, the 7WG. Starting today marks the beginning of the ultimate showdown, where the best teams from around the world will compete with one goal in mind: to lift the amazing PMGC trophy as the 2025 champions. We will start off with the Gauntlet, where top-tier teams will fight to get a direct ticket to the grand finals. The pressure is high, and I can't wait to see the breathtaking gameplay. I'm excited for PMGC. I know you at home and the desk is excited too. Let's send it over to the desk.
This is it. The world's sharpest aims, smartest minds, and strongest teams all are here in the arena, hoping to secure one of the 7 slots that'll take them directly to the grand finals. I'm your host, Todd Jukes, and right next to me, I got 2 of the best analysts in the business, Maxman and Neptura. Max, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling fantastic, Hot Juke. So good to have you back here for PMGC once again. And yeah, the best of the best is here once more for PMGC 2025. And we'll see who's going to be taking that trophy away from D+. If not, maybe D+ will take it home once again. We'll have to wait and see.
Hey, I'm so stoked for that. And, you know, speaking of stoked, Neptura, this is your first time here on the big desk. How are you feeling?
I'm so excited to be here, Jukes. Let's go. PMGC back at it once again. It is time. I'm here. I'm so excited. I can't wait.
Oh, me neither. For all you guys that are just tuning in here, haven't seen all the social media, this is the Gauntlet stage, baby. We got a whole new format, which we're about to get into. Max, man, I'm going to have you break down the schedule. But, man, I'm telling you what, this is insane. This group is ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, this stage is the toughest. All the best teams from the full season in their respective PMSLs or regional tournaments is going to be playing in the Gauntlet for the next 3 days. And of course, for the Gauntlet stage here, we know you need to be in the top 7 if you want to advance into the grand finals, because otherwise you're not in top 7. Neptura, Group Green, Group Red, you're going to be put in the groups where you could be eliminated. So if possible, you want to avoid going in the group stage.
No, 100%, right? Because that is where you start to get eliminated. The Gauntlet stage is going to be a little bit more relaxed. Yes, you've got that opportunity, that top 7 to go straight to finals. But once you go, you're not in the top 7, you go back down to group stage. And this is where it gets really tough, because only 4th to 11th of each group go to last chance. You have 5 teams that are going to be eliminated out of each group there. This is where it starts to get to have a lot of pressure for these teams, because as you go further and further on the stages, your chances dwindle massively to get to the finals.
Yeah, because group stage in your respective groups, you have to be top 3 out of 16 teams in Group Green or Group Red. And then in last chance, you have to be top 2. It is going to be incredibly competitive here, Hodrix, to see who's going to make it. But of course, the point system, the trial and tested point system, it's back. It's the same, and we love it.
It's the same, but we got that $3 million prize pool. Are you kidding me? For downloading a mobile game that you can play for free, man. This is so awesome. I always love to see just how crazy this is. And, you know, you guys are so right. I mean, we got 7 slots available here in the Gauntlet, and there is a lot of monster squads looking to get those instantly. Because I'm going to be real, you know, when looking at this roster with how stacked it is, I think there's a lot of these teams that it's pretty much do or die at this point. Like, they have to be able to get that slot to the grand finals here and now. Otherwise, it's going to be a big problem, Max. One team, though, I know that we're going to have a whole lot of confidence in, right? It's got to be Alpha Gaming, right? I mean, Zol, he's won this back in 2023, right, Max?
Yeah, I mean, he's an absolute OG. And look, if you don't have APG on your radar, we're not looking at the same esports, okay? Let me be very clear with you right now. We are not paying attention to the same level. Doc, Zyol, Top, Reefus, East even on the team right now going to be playing. Of course, I do believe Reefus is going to keep on playing here, Neptura, because the guy put on an absolute just destruction fest going forward in PMWC. He was putting everyone down, and I feel like it is great to see him hopefully play moving forward in PMGC, because the guy deserves his slot. And will Doc stick with his team? We'll have to wait and see.
I mean, that is the question, right, Max? Because, you know, you're talking about Reefus sticking onto the team, and I think he's such a great addition, specifically because Doc does what he does, right? And if that doesn't go well, if Doc splitting becomes the docketing, Reefus is the guy you want on your team that's able to clutch it back up and save the team from the doom that Dockening often puts the team in, right? So I'm really, really excited to see what he's going to bring forward coming into the Gauntlet for sure.
Oh, yes, indeed. You can see right now, these are today's matches. We're starting off with Rondo. That's right. If you haven't heard, Rondo is now in the mix. No more Sandhawk. So a little bit of a rip in the chat for Sandhawk. But Rondo is here. And for those of you guys that don't know, right, the biggest thing about Rondo is that they have those recall towers, Neptura. And that just changes the whole dynamic of how this tournament starts, right?
I love the idea that we have recalls in one map in Rondo, and Rondo is the one that we want here for sure, because I think the recall splits are going to be super interesting for these teams because you have different strategies you can use, and that's how you adapt to the strategy. Different teams do different things, so it's really, really cool. So I'm excited to see what we've got going on.
Yep.
Representing Turkey, Ulf Esports. From South Korea, DRX. Mad Bulls from Central Asia. From Saudi Arabia, GK Esports. Aiku Orangutan from India. The hometown heroes, E-Arena from Thailand. Reigning champions of PMSL Southeast Asia Ball Split. The Xavier, Vietnam. RA Esports from Saudi Arabia. From USA, Wolves Esports, PMSL's America's Ball Split Champions. The champions of CSA Full Split, Virtus Pro, Central Asia. GS Team from Iraq. Representing Turkey, Kara Esports. Regnum Korea Esports from Turkey. Straight from Brazil, Alpha 7 Esports. From Mongolia, Alpha Gaming. These are the elite squads that will be battling across 3 days in the Gauntlet. Only 7 teams will punch their ticket straight to the grand finals. So let's get right into it. This is day 1 of the 2025 PUBG Mobile Global Championship. The Gauntlet starts now.
Well, there they are. We see them ready to go, man. Live in Bangkok, Thailand, man. This is so great. We talked a little bit about some of the squads that we got looking at right here, right? One thing in particular that I think that is so awesome here about PMGC 2025 is there's a particular region that we haven't seen in such a long time, right? And that is India, baby. They are back, right? We got Orangutan joining the field. Neptura, I know this is a team you really got your eyes on.
I do. I love the way this team plays, and I think out of any of the teams to come out of India, this team has the most chance to actually do something and actually compete against these teams really, really well. Yes, they don't really have the experience that we've seen from other global teams right at the global stage. That is fair. But the way they play, they're mobile, they're opportunistic, they split, they use their vehicles to get any information, they third party as much as possible, they regroup really quickly. Like, this is a team that is very smart, and I think when you have that kind of skill level to pair with that, this is exactly what you need. This is all the elements of what you need in a team that will compete against global teams effectively.
But sorry, I gotta interrupt and also correct you guys. It's not orangutan. That's not the team name. It's Team India, baby. Okay, that's
right.
what they're going by here in PMGC. All right. And actually, we had a little graphic talking about Rondo. As we go into Rondo, Mian7 had a video a few days ago talking about what they could really do. I would actually really like to see a hot drop coming out from Orangutan on APG, doing the typical 3-1 splits on Rondo. That would be such a good strat and a good way for them to kick off PMGC possibly.
Yes, indeed. Oh, man. If we get a hot drop right off the rip here in Rondo, that's going to be just absolutely crazy. But you know what? Let's get this started. Let's go ahead and head on over to Blank and John Allen to get this started.
We're ready to go. That's right. You know, I'll get that. I'll get that sorted for him. So he is right retrospectively. But we are thrilled as ever to be back here at the PMGC, ready to ramp up towards the finals later on over in December. It is all to play for, and the Gauntlet Blank is the place to do it.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a very, very good opportunity to get whatever you want going into the finals, right? You get a lot of points here in terms of, well, not points, but if you get a lot of points here, you have a fantastic chance to get in. And even if you don't make it through Gauntlet, you get even more chances in the future to get towards those finals. So it is a perfect opportunity. We're starting things off here over on Rondo. I'm sure some of you may have seen this map previously over on some of our other PMSLs. But if this is first time tuning in, we do have a new map in. It is this one. It has the recall system that the guys on the desk were talking about, and the one gal, of course, which allows teams to get back into the match should they get knocked and flushed. It's an interesting mechanic. It does make it quite chaotic at times.
Absolutely. If you're wondering, where can I find these recall beacons? Well, it's the handy green hearts all over the map. They'll be visible on the mini-map as well, but it looks like we're already in for a fast start here. R8 dropping down with Alpha 7 over on the northwest side. Blank, it looks like Alpha 7, though, they've already taken a knock and a flush. But remember, the recall beacons exist, so it's not all done and dusted for the 11. As a second falls as well, I think it's time to turn tail and get on out of there.
I think they actually do already have an outpost ready to res if needs be. From the guys on Alpha 7, so that's fine, should be okay. I think that when you look at this over on Rondo as well, what you typically see, decent nade to start off with too, and 97 looks to move up. Ida, sorry. Memori.
Dangerous though. Yes, shotgun. Oh, he's only got 2 more rounds though. One. No, we can't find it. The AKM in the back pocket though, and the swap out is good for the turn of the spray, but the vents don't keep him safe. A couple more breathing holes than he would like there, and gets slashed to bits in the end. R8 able to get a lot of points in the meantime, Blank. We've got another hot drop going on between Virtus Pro and Ulf. Is that a full squad wipe, or is that just the flushes coming through? I think it was just the flushes.
It's scrappy. It always is really scrappy at the start here as well. Marfanning Revo, Alpha 7 looked to get back into the mix here, in fact, after that double knock occurred upstairs. Squeeze out underneath. GS9. Pretty decent submachine gun exclusive to Rondo. Amori's looking for the parachutes. Not seeing any just yet. Alpha 7 back up to 3 now. Again, as I was saying before, the typical strategy is to send 3 in towards a location you want to control. You have 1 outpost sent over towards the recall beacon.
Ooh, what's the battle of the M249s? Plenty of lead being thrown either way. Not too much connecting, though, but in the end, it was Marso to win that little duel there. You can see we've already got a lot of elims on the cards, Blank, but only 2 people are currently flushed. Make that 3 now. But look at the number of elims. We're already up to 11 elims found, and only 1 player has gone down. Orangutan have lost 1. And it looks like R8 and Alpha 7 aren't done just yet either.
R8's actually profiting quite a lot off of this, actually. 5 points already on the game. It's very fantastic. Korea off in the distance, Obscures having to send away now. And R8 may just get 6 points from Alpha 7 total, which is a little bit weird considering they're a 4-man squad. But for R8, fantastic stuff.
I think this is the first time I've seen a team get more than 4 points on a hot drop.
Yeah,
certainly in Rondo. I'm talking about the Rondo recall system, but because we've hypothesized, you know, what's the maximum number of points you can get from one team. It looks like all right, you're trying to set that record right now. Goodness me. Okay, if you get 6 or 7 points from a single team, I mean, they're called Alpha 7, right? Maybe that's because they're worth 7 points.
Yeah, we'll take 7 off them. That's 6 elims total. But also that indicates that Alpha 7 has lost the fight twice, which is not great for the prospects of Alpha 7 going forward. I mean, losing to R8 as well, in the past, that might have seemed as like a big upset, but I think R8's actually improved a lot over the years. Most of those players are veterans now of the game. They've been playing a very, very long time. I think they're all very good. There's some small changes here and there. But yeah, I think Marth's always been a bit of an underestimated player, and he's consistently been getting better. Ida also has just always been a strong suitor on that team. So I think for R8, you know, that is a fantastic start for them, but also not too surprising considering their uptick in their trend.
So, I mean, it's a great start, right? If you want to have a big game, crack on with Rondo. Get towards the top of the gauntlet. Alpha Gaming starting to make their move from Yulin down towards that southeast side. Crashing into the rocks there. Zhol not going to go any further. Maybe spotted a couple of mad balls ahead of him and decided, you know what, I'm going to wait for the rest of my team to handle this one.
Man, APG's got brightness on maximum there. Like he was gazing into the sun. The screen was illuminating half the stage. I don't really switch the phone up to 120% on the brightness.
Hey, you know, they can handle it, those phones. They got all the bells and whistles. Thunder Talk.
Oh, bring sunglasses in.
Off the wall. Yeah, I don't think they put sunglasses on your face. I think they're just short of that feature. But everything else, they pretty much got it on lock. Mad balls crashing in, and Kara, Tulika spots one of them. And Moss has to crawl back upstairs. Remember, the recall beacon's still active, still accessible potentially, although it's going to get harder in the middle of the circle, which is where we find ourselves right now, Blank. It is going to be a little bit more difficult to find those recall beacons. So losing a player here is a little bit more terminal than perhaps losing a player further towards the outside.
It does get a little bit tougher. That's the sacrifice you have to make, right? If you want center, likely you're not getting a second chance here. Certainly possible to make happen, but by the time you start heading center, a lot of teams start to gatekeep on these recall beacons, which is something that's happening a lot more frequently. And I do think that this initial stint of eliminations, of aggression, does start to die down a little bit as teams head on over towards that early game, that mid game. I'd say that probably kicks in around about 12, 13 minutes here on Rondo. But it can kick in a lot later, as we've seen in previous PMSLs where things get really dicey the entire time. The question is whether it's really worth it or not. And I think teams haven't quite figured that part out yet. I think there's still decisions to be made whether to send 3 in, get some points here and there, and just send 1 out towards the center of the circle. There's decisions from certain teams. I mean, Papala Supermassive did this where they actually profited quite a lot off of Rondo individually by playing a 4-man all the way through to the end game. They never really participated in those early fights, but they were still getting a lot of big points because by the time they got towards 18 minutes where they were stacked, they were looted, they were ready to roam around as 4, there was still around 50 players in the lobby. So you still have a lot of time to pick up those points.
Absolutely. Right now, I'm looking on the map at Regnum Karya, Blank, in the middle. And they are on a 2-2 split, currently looking at 2 recall beacons, and one of them just went up massively in value. I'm expecting that they've regrouped to the east now. No real reason to stay on that western side one. Get a move on, because you know that recall is so valuable for you. Karya wants to keep that one under control. Alpha 7 still has 2, by the way, in the northwest side. And they are now near Virtus Pro. R8, they feel like, you know what, 6 points is enough. We'll crack on, lads. See you guys later. You'll stick around as 2 in the blue.
I mean, for Alpha 7, that second fight was really poor. The vision was that after that double knock, they were going to try and clear up the fight from there for R8 and deal with them. Unfortunately, there was a quick response from their side, and suddenly Alpha 7's plans get massively cut to shreds. Now they're sat on the outside edge, trying to move in. Real difficult maneuver now to make. I mean, they're passing through VP as well, and they sort of have to make a straight shot towards the circle if they want to catch a recall beacon in time and still have a chance to get some loot on board before you're transitioning towards those late game fights. I think it's tough for Alpha 7. I don't think that this initial match is going to go all that well for them whatsoever. Good shot from CEO over towards Solus. Real quick put down from him.
Yeah, Kara, remember they lost a player earlier, and so they are staying as 3. They didn't break out to go for that recall. That's what I was talking about. Even though they are still available, they're kind of trapped in now. So Mad Balls being able to find that opener, really very valuable. And it looks like they are still under caution, but CEO, as you saw there, getting that knock over to Solus. That should be fairly resable. Uh-oh. Poser has to live under the cover fire of his teammates there as Lemon nearly takes him down out of the rotate.
It's one of those tough things, and it's a good point to bring up, is that if you're knocked and flushed towards the center of the circle, typically you're not getting that player back up again. But there's also that thing that's talking to you in the back of your head, right? The evil voice that sometimes you get. That tells you that maybe you could go for one of the recall beacons. And I think that is something that you had to kind of have to disconnect from your mindset in these games. If you're going down towards the center, you have to play on as 3. Yes, there's a possibility you can play on as 4, but does that possibility pose more risks? Most likely. So I think that teams do struggle with this idea of making those bold plays. I think if you go down to 1 or 2 players, I think it's absolutely fine to try and go for one of those maneuvers. It's probably not going to work out, but if it does, you salvage the game off the back of it. But I think playing as 3 is absolutely fine if you are center.
Ooh, nades over the top. This is Kara down to 2 now as Wolves took their 3rd player out. So it's just Lewis and CEO. A nade bounces on the backboard and it manages to land on target. The circle shifts out to the side, so this has the hurry up on the fight. And I think that Mad Balls is just going to be able to close this one down here and now. CEO, though, has something to say. A nade out through the door, stops first breach, gives him a little bit more time to play with. Teams are going to be leaving from around them, so not too much danger of third party as nades start to bounce on in and he goes down to the bombardment in the basement. Too much to handle. CEO, you're fired.
Given the old basketball maneuver there as well, bounced it off the floor into his face. I love that nade. You don't see those all that often. It's just very messy right now. And I mean, we didn't really talk about the circle too much, but this has shifted over towards the eastern side. There is a lot of space down towards the southern edge of Yeongu right now on Jidana City that is available. This circle could push towards as well. Most teams are sat down towards Tulang right now on the south side. Huge amount of water involved. It's a very uncomfortable circle, very, very uncomfortable. And you can tell that just by this terrain that you're looking at right here. It's, small divots to play in, small defiles you can set up, but other than that, very rough. And I mean, this is where you really want to be able to use the destructible terrain to your advantage, right? Being able to bomb out some of these areas with the nades, create those small craters is going to be very, very useful. More so than this is having buildings like GS. That does make your life a lot easier.
Yeah, that's a big advantage right now. Coming in through on that south side, a little bit closer to Tuling. I think the teams on the south are going to have a little bit cleaner of a time for now, but I think as things move forwards, it is the teams further up towards the north where Thundertalk were playing before, and well, actually where DXavier are trying to send towards right now. You can see they're trying to get around the edge of this one, regroup onto Lambor, who is their northmost point blank. They're 3 players behind, and they are sending it forwards. They managed to find a sliver through. This is good scouting coming through for DXavier. They find themselves on the coastline on a nice little plateau.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. And for DXavier as well, there's always this chance to move over towards that northeast side and try and cross the water if the circle does shift towards the northeast. It's there's a chance there. I'm not going to say it's like a startlingly large possibility, but it is one of those positions you do need to be aware of, which is quite